Thank you for joining with me. We are in the journey through the text of A Course in Miracles by Ken Wapnick. We are on chapter 2, the separation and the atonement, and this is the power of the mind, cause and effect. It has already been said that you believe you cannot control fear because you yourself made it, and your belief in it seems to render it out of control. Yet any attempt to resolve the error through attempting the mastery of fear is useless. In fact, it asserts the power of fear by the very assumption that it need be mastered. The true resolution rests entirely on mastery through love. In the interim, however, the sense of conflict is inevitable, since you have placed yourself in a position where you believe in the power of what does not exist. The ego's sense of conflict demands solutions, all of which serve to make the war real, meaning that the separation from God is never questioned, but accepted as truth. The ego counsels us to overcome the projected fear, and as long as we believe in the ego, we believe in its solutions. We seek to master fear, fighting a battle where it is not, never coming to realize that the battle does not even exist. Once we project the fear, it seems to be beyond our control, and it is this experience that causes us even more panic, leading to ever more desperate and maladaptive attempts to control and master it. These will inevitably fail, which reflects the truth of the twice mentioned principle: defenses do what they would defend. Defenses simply do not work, but rather exasperate the very problem they are attempting to solve. Finally realizing the better way, however, we can choose love, which is what truly masters the fear, simply by its truth, shining away the illusion. As we now read, nothing and everything cannot coexist. To believe in one is to deny the other. Fear is really nothing and love is everything. Whenever light enters darkness, the darkness is abolished. This theme later metamorphoses into a core teaching of the Course, bringing the darkness of our illusions to the light of truth. Since it is always one or the other, the right-minded principle that nothing, fear and darkness, and everything, love and light, cannot coexist. When you bring illusions, darkness to truth's light, only the one remains. This is the heart of forgiveness and the source of the miracle's ability to heal. What you believe is true for you. In this sense, the separation has occurred, and to deny it is merely to use denial inappropriately. However, to concentrate on error is only a further error. The initial corrective procedure is to recognize temporarily that there is a problem, but only as an indication that immediate correction is needed. This establishes a state of mind in which the atonement principle can be accepted without delay. Here Jesus indicates the fine line his students must walk if they are to complete the journey. It is the scalia and Charybdis of the spiritual path. On the one hand, it is important to be true to our experience and not deny our separated existence. In this sense, the separation has occurred, for this is a particularly unworthy form of denial. Therapists, and Jesus is the foremost, would never encourage patients to deny their experiences, however unreal they might be. This is a certain way to keep them and ensure they can never be corrected and undone. On the other hand, there is a danger of indulging the ego and reveling in the experiences of separation and specialness. This too is a certain way to keep them and ensure they can never be corrected and undone. In this regard, I am reminded of an analogy I would make when we were at our conference and retreat center in Roscoe, New York. The center was on a beautiful lake, and I sometimes told students that the goal was to jump into the ego's water and swim to the other side. The temptation, though, is very great, once one is in the ego's waters, to swim down and explore with great interest the underwater life, forgetting the purpose of getting across the lake and safely to the other side. We need to recognize the ego thought system for what it is, but only to make ourselves aware of the need for correction. This motivates us to choose Jesus' peace instead of the ego's conflict. At that point, the decision is easy. As we will read in a later chapter, who with the love of God upholding him could find the choice of miracles or murder hard to make? I am going to stop there today. I thank you so much for joining with me. I hope that you have a most beautiful day. I know my dogs are very loud today, so I apologize for that. They're not doing very well right now. I think she's suffering from some allergies. So I love you. I appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow.